This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines.
Ready, gentlemen?
It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Had an incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Alexis Ajinca is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Cunningham in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And it's Gordon penetrating. And that one's good.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Here's Curry after Eric Gordon's bucket. And it's blocked. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Holiday, the pass to Ajinca. Gordon against Thompson. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, those are good points. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Davis. And that's collected by Bogut.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry dishes to Bogut. And Davis pulls it down.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Offensive rebound. And that one is good from Ajinca.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Bogut. Green against Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Davis. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about it. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious. Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. And they take the lead. Gordon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Green, the screen. Gordon against Thompson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. Coming off a terrific season. First in free throw percentage, third in three-point shooting, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
Gordon up on top, guarded by Curry. Gordon kicks to Davis. Cannot hit, and Golden State will come the other way. And here is Curry. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Green. Fires from 18. Curry's shot is off. New Orleans in the lead. Kicks it to Cunningham. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The pass to Thompson. Out to the wing. Dishes it to Curry. Curls it from outside. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Gordon dishes to Cunningham. He feeds it to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. On the wing, Gordon. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Kept alive.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Holiday. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Speights checked in for Andrew Bogut. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff life.
Warriors trailed by 3. Curry with it. Outside, Green. The dish to Thompson. Pass to Speights. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Steph Curry.
Well, you know, to me, everything about free throws is about routine and consistency. How you set up. What is your pre-shot routine? Where you look. How you follow through. I mean, whatever he did last year, he did it better than anybody else because he led the league in that category. You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Gordon. Outside Holiday. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Holiday's got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
All for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they fought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the basket by Gordon. Warriors trail by 5. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Curry. Lets it go from the wing. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Holiday against Thompson. Anderson right side. Back to Holiday. Warriors with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Curry kicks to Speights. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And another three for Golden State.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside Holiday. At the top of the key, Gordon. He dishes it to Babbitt. Anderson passes to Holiday. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Holiday's got 7.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And the Warriors with some changes. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. She's checked in for New Orleans. Robinson comes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Livingston. Pass.
At the line of the Warriors, Sean Livingston, 2.
this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Warriors' foul. Ajinca, yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Ajinca's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans. The Warriors trail. Now here's Curry. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. The Warriors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Outside Holiday from the high post. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he could do to really improve his game. Something that would, for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%. And that's just to get to the rim more often. Attack off the dribble.
And so he hits both. On the topic of Holiday, there's one stat that proves that he hasn't been going to the basket. He's averaging, Clark, less than 2 free throw attempts a game.
Yeah, his direct competitors are getting to the line. Guys like Lillard and Steph Curry shoot more than double the free throw. That's one reason why, through last season, they'd won a lot more games than Holiday.
Holiday against Curry. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Outside Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Davis. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Curry. Dishes it to Thompson. He kicks to Bogut. And it's blocked. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Davis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Outside Curry. Thompson outside. Now the dish to Bogut. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Speights checked in for Golden State. Ish Smith, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can, a rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Leandro Barbosa is checked in for the Warriors. So the wing on the left. Speights sets a screen for Bogut. Thompson for three. That's good. Thompson's got 8 points.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Holiday dishes to Smith. To the middle. Here's Davis. 5 on the clock. Holiday attacking, and it's sent back by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. Barbosa with the ball, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that. And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that beat. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's what he delivers the most.
You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, and the funny thing about Davis having similar numbers to Hakeem, he came very close last season putting up a quadruple double. Hakeem was one of only 4 people to ever accomplish that.
Thompson outside. He dishes it to Curry. It's deflected, and that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And the Warriors with possession here, leading by 5. Barbosa gets the bucket.
You know, Davis might get a quadruple double at some point. Last season, he had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks on 4 different occasions. The rest of the NBA had a combined 0 in that category.
From 12 feet out, it's good. The assist that time from Smith. Davis has got 5.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Pass to Barbosa. Back to Curry. Five on the clock. Feeds it to Barbosa. Releases. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here is Cunningham. Outside Holiday. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Back to Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Inside. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Barnes, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes against Davis, and Davis sends it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So for the Pelicans, Alonzo G is checked in for Cunningham. Robinson is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Smith outside. New Orleans moving it around. Barbosa against Robinson. Step back shot. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
The quick step back gave him just enough separation to get that one up.
Warriors leading by 3. Out left to the wing. Bogut, the pass to Speights. Curry kicks to Bogut. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. 1st in blocks, 4th in scoring, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And there was a block party up in here last season. Woo-hoo-wee! Clearly the best at what he does in that regard.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
John Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ryan Anderson. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Here is Livingston. The feed to Barnes. Livingston kicks to Speights. Pass to Livingston. The shot is off. Smith with the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. To the middle. Here's Anderson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here is Livingston. Over in the corner, Barnes. Bogut drives in. Speights kicks to Barnes. On its way from Barbosa for 2. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Robinson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. High, arcing shot, and Davis throws it down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kicks to Livingston. The pass to Speights. Barbosa against Robinson. Takes a 3. And it's Barbosa again missing.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Anderson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Barbosa. To the inside. Here's Livingston. Hits the target from 18 feet. Now Robinson. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old. And the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks, Doris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Davis.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
You know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in, and Anderson kicks to Babbitt. Davis sets a screen, passes it to G. It's Davis with the drop. And the rejection by Ezeli. Davis with the bucket.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Ezeli kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Livingston. It's up a three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Robinson. Anderson, a screen on Iguodala. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for G.
Eric Gordon.
1:06 left to play here in the half. They get it back. Babbitt dishes to Davis. He kicks it to Babbitt. Lets it go from deep. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Babbitt's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Iguodala outside. Here is Livingston, guarded by Robinson. Back to Iguodala. Green, the screen. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
There's the screen. Robinson drives in. Anderson outside from past the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
This is to Iguodala. Green with a screen for Iguodala. Green, the screen. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pelicans lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. Tell us a bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Yeah, I just try to come out and play my game and stay aggressive, I need to score to help this team win. I think me and the perimeter players doing a good job of that.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Their biggest lead during the opening.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Well, Davis had a great quarter. He's got 11 points and also a block shot.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Cunningham is out there with Davis, and it's Ajinca in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Green, the screen. Hurry. Second chance effort. Out to Thompson. Launches it. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 13 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
They set the pick. Davis against Green. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love. If he's on your team, he can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Curry passes to Bogut. Lock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Gordon kicks to Holiday. There's the dish to Davis. Back to Holiday. High post try. Here's Ajinca. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 8. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Curry against Holiday. Curry dishes to Thompson. Bogut down low. Here's Curry with the 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. Pelicans leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Ajinca. Feeds it to Davis. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Miami. Outside Curry. Six to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And the first one at the line is good. And Bogut drops them both.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Timeout called the Warriors. Last year, the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
Curry against Holiday. Green up on top. Pulls it up. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 7 points for Draymond Green.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
New Orleans leading by 5.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And for the Pelicans and their road struggles last season, they are a younger team. It's a team built around a young superstar in Anthony Davis. So taking road lumps is just kind of part of that growing process.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. It's deflected. Here's the screen. Thompson from long range. Pelicans pull it in.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Gordon kicks to Cunningham. He dishes it to Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
6 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they won.
Speights checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Pelicans. Alonzo G is checked in for Gordon. Curry kicks to Green. Green with a screen on Holiday. Barnes dishes to Thompson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 16 points.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday, here we go. Releases. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 20 points for Anthony Davis.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Barnes. The feed now to Thompson. And here is Curry. He's got 13. Back to Thompson. Pass to Green. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ajinca's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
A wide open look here for Holiday. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinca. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Ryan Anderson is checked in for Alexis Ajinca. Curry with it. Kicks to Speights. Back to Curry. Speights sets a screen for Curry. Off the pick. The shot no good. Pelicans leading by 6. Holiday, the pass to Anderson. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Golden State's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
By himself, and G with the stuff.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. Green, the screen. Back to Iguodala to end the drought. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. A break for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Iguodala with a screen on Davis. Green dishes to Thompson. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Go.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Thompson. And then for New Orleans, Luke Babbitt comes in for Cunningham. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Drew Holiday. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. Ezeli dishes to Green. Robinson against Curry. Offensive rebound.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Anderson, a screen on Curry. Anderson passes to Robinson. Back to Anderson. G kicks to Robinson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Warriors, #1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense. And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Iguodala. The Pelicans have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Robinson against Curry. Robinson drives in, and the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. Ish Smith, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Robinson. Good on the baseline, Jay. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors trail by 4. Here is Livingston. Now here is Barbosa. Here is Livingston. Shot clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
That's a 2 from Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim. Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Wide open. Livingston, no luck. New Orleans leading by 3.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Back to Green, passes it to Iguodala. There's the pick. Barbosa for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Barbosa's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the knee just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Inside, here's Iguodala. Back to Barbosa. For the lead. Davis against Iguodala. To tie, and it doesn't even draw out.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Now Smith. Outside, Davis. Can't connect. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. New Orleans on top, up by... All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Warriors trail. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Speights out there with Bogut, and it's Barbosa in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Five to shoot. He feeds it to Thompson. To tie it up, and Bogut finishes inside. Bogut's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. And that's 13 points for Drew Holiday. And here's Golden State. Dishes to Barbosa. Back to Thompson. He kicks to Speights. Feeds to Barnes. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Anderson right side. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. No good on the free throw. Stephen Curry's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Good on the second free throw.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Curry against Holiday. Curry kicks to Thompson. And that one hits back iron. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Gordon. Shot is off. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Stolen by Anderson. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday is running.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Holiday against Curry. There's the dish to Thompson. And stolen by Gordon. Here is Cunningham, covered by Barnes. Cunningham kicks to Ajinca. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Warriors trail by 6. And here is Curry on the wing. Thompson screened by Bogut. Speights dishes to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's how it's done. Find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Barnes kicks to Curry. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 4. Now the feed to Gordon. It's stolen by Curry. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Gordon goes in. And the jam by Ajinca.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Barnes can't get it to go. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Thompson passes to Curry. Back to Thompson. He dishes it to Green. 6 to shoot. The screen from Thompson. Three-pointer. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Stephen Curry.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
There's the screen, and Anderson kicks to Cunningham. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Green. Thompson outside. Green with a screen for Thompson. Bogut dishes to Green. Back to Bogut. On the wing. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry amped up on over.
New Orleans gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Anderson kicks to Cunningham. Anderson a screen on Barnes. Holiday against Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
There's the pick. Cunningham passes to Anderson. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Again, a Pelicans score. Timeout called the Warriors.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
Green with a screen for Curry. To the wing right side. Pass to Green. Barnes screen on Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Green dishes to Barnes.
Yeah. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send the message, and boy, did ever on that play.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Outside Gordon. Here's the screen. Kicks it to Holiday. There's the pass to Anderson. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It can snowball and hurt.
New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. To the paint. Here's Green, and it's blocked. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And he gets the bucket. Gordon's got 7 now in this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And Green now, top of the key. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Take a look at what Green's done. 9 points and 5 assists. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
And both free throws good for Green. The Pelicans trail. Outside Gordon. Outside Davis. Passes it to Cunningham. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Thompson, taken away by Holiday. On the wing, Gordon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 8th assist here tonight. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Bogut with a screen on Holiday. They double-team Curry. Green kicks to Barnes. All sorts of time. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The drive by Gordon. 9 feet out. And the shot is long.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Green with a screen for Curry. To the paint. It's deflected. Curry against Gordon. Outside for Davis. Now the Warriors picking it up. From 10 feet out. Curry can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. He feeds it to Davis. He moves off the pick and hammers it home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Outside Curry. Dishes it to Green. Back to Curry. To the wing right side. Barnes. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
Warriors ball. Welcome fans to the FIBA World Tournament.
On the clock. Here's Thompson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. And he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Here's Gordon off the inbound pass. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Thompson passes to Bogut. Outside, Green. He kicks to Thompson. Pocket 6. And Curry, here we go. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Holiday against Barnes. Here's Davis. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. That's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots, decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Thompson dishes to Green. It's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 13 points for Draymond Green. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're ahead by 2. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Feeds it to Davis. Thompson against Holiday. On the wing, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Holiday. There's the 3. Curry can't get it to go. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
All right, let's go.
And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Ezeli. Yes!
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, Nate, a great win tonight for the team. How much does the philosophy and the mindset that coaches instilled in this group help you guys in a win like we saw here?
Our coach always says that the guys that we have in this room, everybody's capable of playing together, playing hard, and getting victories no matter who we play. We feed into that. Our coach does a great job of motivating us. He gives us homework to go home and really study our opponents. We know them. We knew that we got to play defense, and we did that tonight.
Nate, great win. Guys, this is a team willing to pay the price.
All right, Doris, thank you.